Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. So for those of you that are new to this sequence of videos that I'm making here, I thought I would explain what I'm doing. So I've been playing this character since level 1, and all the videos of everything this character has done so far are part of the playlist on YouTube. I'm playing this character under Permadeath rules, and the idea is to get from level 1 to level 20 without dying. So I'm playing under the rules of my guild, Extreme Explorers on Sarlona. That's a Permadeath guild, so the main rule is if the character dies, then the character has to leave the guild, and I would delete the character and the videos would stop at that point. There's a few other rules. I will put a link to the guild rules and the guild website in the description of the video. The other main rules are, let's see, so it's Permadeath, so I'm not allowed to receive equipment from any character outside the guild, or to pass equipment to this character from any of my other characters. And since I'm playing this guy solo, I'm also not taking equipment from any other players in the guild. So the only equipment this guy's got is equipment that he has found. I am allowed to use the auction house on this guy, so I do use that a bit for selling stuff. But I'm not buying, so I'm allowed to sell stuff, but but only provided I sell it for no more than its list price. So I can't make huge amounts of money on this character. And in any case, I'm not buying stuff on the auction house on this guy. Possible trap here, so I'm just pausing a moment. My spot is not yet good enough to see though. Sorry, I've got to keep an eye on my strength here, since if they strength drain you to 0, they can insta-kill you. The shadows in here. Okay, did we get the trap? We got the trap. Awesome. Yep, so I'm not allowed to get equipment from other characters or buy stuff on the auction house. I am allowed to buy consumables though, so I can buy healing potions, that kind of thing. And the one thing I am allowing myself to buy on the auction house is tomes. Although I haven't made enough money to buy any of those yet. I'm not allowed to pass money from other characters either, of course, and can't buy anything from the DDO store or use astral shards. So basically just found gear and tomes. Damn it, I hate it when they phase out just as I'm about to stun them. hard time against these guys. How many were there? Must have been 5 or 6. Let's heal up a moment. So I'm playing this guy pure solo, so he won't be grouping up with anyone. Well, not unless the guild decides to do a raid, in which case I might break my rules there, but probably not. The phase spiders in this quest seem tougher than in the Tomb of the Shadow Swimmer that I was doing. Was the last one I did that had any of these in. Maybe it's just larger groups in this quest. This is certainly a tougher quest. Okay, so other important rules. Hirelings between levels 1 and 6 are allowed, but I'll only be using them to pull levers, so I certainly don't need one for this quest. Well, I guess that depends. We'll have to see if I manage to do the end fight solo. That helps when I can land a stun. Okay. Alright, I'm stunning good when I can land it. Okay, this is probably trouble. Okay, I'm going to make more use of that action boost. It is very powerful on this guy. Okay, more trouble. I'm certainly going through spell points in here, just for the healing. I expect I will use both shrines this time. I often only use one shrine in this quest, but this time I think I will need both. Okay, Sleet Storm end held. This is not good. Wow, that was nearly fatal. Yeah, that guy was hitting pretty well with the Sleet Storm. I fell over a couple of times. Plus, unlike the last time I came through here on hard on my previous Permadeath soloer, when I was on a Pale Master, my healing is not as good, and I don't have a shield, so I was taking a lot of damage from Magic Missile. Okay, let's heal up here. So it's Permadeath, so if I die, I delete the character. I go back to level 1. So I don't want to go through too many fights like that. The fights in this quest really don't suit this character at all. Okay, I'm going to have to stop healing with spell points and start using a wand. Save the spell points for emergencies. Once again, I'm not buffing in this one, as in the previous two Necro 2 quests. There are too many enemy spellcasters that like to debuff, so it's not really worth the spell points, I think. Wow, aggression already. This is not a good quest for this character. Yeah, he's really struggling with these large fights. Okay, 4 torches down so far, and I'm having a real hard time. Yeah, I have no crowd control that's effective against these undead, and they're coming in large groups. So this is quite tough. 13. Yeah, I took a lot of different effects there. Mostly strength damage though. Having ray of enfeeblement on top of all the stuff that the shadows are doing is very dangerous. As I said earlier, you get insta-killed if the shadows get you to strength 0. Okay, time to heal up some more. I better fight my way into the center, get to the shrine. So I've been going since level 1 on this character. You can see the playlist that this video is part of, and go back to the start if you want to watch all the way from the beginning. But it's a long sequence of videos, I'll warn you. Just what I need, lots more phase spiders. All right. So I should talk about the build a bit more. This guy is 1 level rogue and then going 18 or 19 levels of ranger. I haven't totally got the build figured out yet. So he's a Tempest Ranger going dual Dwarven Axes long term. And he picked up evasion at level 10 of course, and he'll be going for the improved evasion enhancements in the Tempest tree. He's strength based. I'm doing that primarily so my trip and stun DCs are good on this guy. To give me a bit of crowd control. Not that the crowd control's any use in here, but it's useful the rest of the time. Alright, time to go back and shrine. I think I've got 7 out of the many torches in here for the first shrine. So I should have enough shrines to get me all the way through. Already encountering respawns. Okay, just showing you the stats a minute here. So as I said, this guy is strength based, obviously dwarven, so he's got good constitution as well. And a bit of points in dexterity just so I have a good reflex save. Alright, it's time to continue around the outside. Cool. I just sit around here and get swamped by respawns. This guy has favoured enemy undead, so he's been doing pretty well in the undead content before this quest. He's having a hard time in here though, since none of his crowd control works in here. That's really the reason for going strength based on this guy, so I can use trip and stunning blow to slow the enemies down. It's always a problem, of course, playing solo. Okay, this could be trouble again. Nope, I guess not. I think it's worth drinking the potions to get rid of rave enfeeblement in here. There's so much strength damage going on. A bit risky to run around with too much in place. And the less res potions are free from collectible hand-ins anyway. Okay, this could be another tricky fight. I was expecting slightly more traps in this one. I can't remember how many there are. I think they're slightly randomized. I'm certainly glad I've got a good fortitude save on this guy. Okay, hopefully that's the last of the invisible stalkers. Okay, this is the mirror image of where I got in trouble on the other side. Could be trappy again as well.
Wayne is one of the keepers of the light. They keep the tomb.
Okay, let's not get stuck in the corridor this time.
Something about the walls behind the banners here catches your eye, but you're not sure exactly why.
I'm still expecting a trap around here somewhere. Okay, guess not over here. I feel like there might be a secret door that I'm missing in here somewhere as well. I don't remember where though. I don't solo this one that often. I think the previous Permadeath character, of which there are also videos on YouTube, was the first one that I soloed through here on hard with. can see why, playing through this quest, why Necro 2 gets some bad reviews. I know some people really dislike fighting these incorporeal enemies. I quite like it just because of the atmosphere. I always like doing dungeon crawling, tomb diving. Nice. Whoa, Wraith expertise. That is very nice to have. Okay, 4 left. That must be, let's see, 1 in the center itself. 2 more in the inner ring. And I guess 1 more in the outer ring. Okay, so not far to go. So the big question in here is whether I will manage to beat the end boss without dragging him all the way across to the end area. Since I'm in here solo, I can't do the end bit. But I think I can kill a guy just with the elemental damage on my weapons. The key will be going into enough different weapon sets that I can work around any resistances that he brings to the fight. I know these mummies like to buff themselves with protection from fire. There's a nice effect there. I managed to get the flames in the background in the middle of the fight. Okay, I've still only got Vandal, so let's just clear around here for any more breakables. Okay. And it makes sense to break through these, since this is where I will come back to the start. Ha, managed to web me. Although I'm strength based, I don't have a good strength item yet. Well, not for this level. I got a +3 item. This is the main weapon set I'm using against corporeal enemies, and then I've got a couple of Ghost Bane items for, well, Ghost Bane and Ghost Touch for the incorporeal enemies. Ooh, there's another trap. level drain and lots of stat damage. Okay, no broken doors, so I think I'm going the right way around here. Alright, maybe not. Let's try going the other way then. Ah, there is the torch I'm looking for. Right, well, looks like I've got most of the bonuses. I don't think I can get in that door. Let's keep going.
The darkness has awoken in Sue. The east wing will now open when you lure him there. Remember, only an intense burst of light will render him defenseless.
Well, I'm hoping I can get away without the burst of light. Hopefully my weapons do enough elemental damage to take him down fast. Well, fast enough. So I picked up this rather good weapon as the end reward for the previous quest, Caverns of Koromar. It's a level 10 weapon, so it's the first one that gets a 1.5 damage multiplier. And it's flaming too, so that might be my best elemental damage weapon as well. Although I suppose Flaming Ghost Bane, perhaps I should start with many shots and the longbow. That makes a lot of sense. And I do have plenty of ammunition, good. And then, what am I switching to after that? That does lots of small bits of elemental damage, but I really want something that hits a bit harder, I think. Frost looks good. I think I'll try the Flaming Burst Flaming, but if he buffs himself against flames, then we'll need something as a backup. Ooh, I wonder if good damage gets free. I don't remember it doing so. I've got a shock weapon pair there. Maybe that's my fallback if fire doesn't work. Okay, so I've got frost and shock and fire. I think those are my options. Okay, and I'm not sure what buffs are really going to be useful in here. Not that I have many anyway. Let's just take a heroism pot. I'm a little worried about